Prophecies says it's true. Fulfilled prophecy likewise insists that the Bible is true. Literally, hundreds of predictions written centuries before have come to pass. Many are described in such detail as to be beyond all human power to predict. During the life of Christ alone, 333 prophecies were fulfilled. Hundreds more have occurred in the rise and fall of nation and world events. Even now, multitudes of prophetic utterances are taking place. Yes, right now, while you are alive. The Bible has proven to be history written in advance. It's like tomorrow's newspaper today. The 333 prophecies concerning Christ are extremely amazing. Each of them came to pass down to the last detail. Micah said Jesus would be born in Bethlehem. Isaiah foretold he would be born of a Virgin Mary, rejected by the Jews and crucified. Zechariah described his triumphal entry into the Jerusalem. The psalmist David revealed his betrayal by a friend, the giving of gall and vinegar on the cross, the piercing of his hands and feet, and the gambling of men for his garments. Even the price of betrayal was included, 30 pieces of silver. Much news concerning the nation of Israel provides us with the wonderful opportunity of seeing Bible prophecy being fulfilled before our eyes and in our newspaper every day. Jeremiah wrote that it would happen each year. Millions of Jews are returning to Israel, confirming the words of the prophet. The New Testament is filled with prophecies concerning our own day. Jesus himself predicted there would be wars and rumors of wars. He told of earthquakes and tidal waves. He declared a state of a political unrest and upheaval would exist. Men's hearts would fail them for fear. How true all these things are proving to be. Amazing prophecies concerning the first coming of Christ were given by the Old Testament writers hundreds of years in advance. Even more amazing prophecies are happening now concerning the sign of the second coming of Christ. Still, even more prophetic verses tell us what it will happen before and after rapture of the church at the end of the age. Refer to each Bible verse given below and match it with the letter of the correct prophetic picture. So this is the prophetic picture. Let us see. It happened. Letter C. Isaiah chapter 53 verse 4 to 5. Letter C. Christ suffers. And Isaiah chapter 53 verse 4 to 5. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and be affected. But he was wounded for our transgression, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripe we are healed. Number 2, E. Zechariah chapter 11 verse 12. Where is E? Here. E. Judas betrayal. Zechariah chapter 11 verse 12. And I said unto them, if we think good, give me my price, and if not, forbear. So they weigh for my price 30 pieces of silver. Letter D. Micah chapter 5 verse 2. D. Where's D? This is birthplace. But thou, Bethlehem, Ephratah, though thou be little among the thousand of Judah, yet out of thee shall he come forth unto me that is to be ruler in Israel, whose goings forth have been from of old, from everlasting. Place of burial. Isaiah 53 verse 9, and he made his grave with the weak and with the rich in his death, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. B. Crucifixion. Psalm chapter 22 verse 1, 14, and 18. My God, why hast thou forsaken me? Why art thou so far from helping me, and from the words of my roaring? I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart is like wax, it is melted in the midst of my bowels. Depart my garment among them, and cast lots upon my vesture. So all of this was happened. Past tense. It happened. Now let's go to it's happening. Matthew chapter 24 verse 6. Wars and rumors. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Luke chapter 21 verse 11. Letter G. Earthquake. And great earthquake shall be in divers places, and famines and pestilences and fearful sight and great signs shall there be in heaven. Luke chapter 21 verse 11. Here, heart failure. Letter I. Luke chapter 21 verse 26. Men's heart failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Letter H. Isaiah chapter 11 verse 12, where it is return of Jews. And he shall set upon ensign for the nation, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from four corners of the earth. Peace and safety. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. So letter G, this one, peace and safety. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, Then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So let's go to it will happen. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 17. The second coming of Jesus Christ. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Revelation 20:15. Eternal judgment. Revelation chapter 20 verse 15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Matthew chapter 24 verse 20. Two in field. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. 1 Thessalonians 4:16, letter O. Dead in Christ. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Christ shall rise first. So let's go to Revelation chapter 13 verse 18. Mark of the beast. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of men, and his number is 666. So this is the mark of the beast, the 666. The last one is Revelation chapter 21 verse 2 and the New Jerusalem. Revelation chapter 21 verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for his husband. So this is all about prophecy says it's true. It happened. It's happening. It will happen. So these are all the prophetic picture according to our lesson. So thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for listening. And please don't forget to subscribe my channel, Elsa Ancheta Vlog. Thank you. Bye-bye. God bless everyone.